Don't play your guitar right now, because he's going to make pictures. He's going to make pictures. There used to be a mantra, as you had said, about keeping Austin weird. I've never really felt like I was keeping Austin weird. I was only trying to keep it real, you know, keeping a place where artists had that they could come and sell their art, perform their art, and be able to have like an open venue for them to use for practices or to build large pieces of art. You know, some of those things we're still hanging on to. I think the root of the problem was just the one person who would complain, and we were, you know, we were doing an event maybe 4 times a year, and so every time we would do some type of an art show or an event of any kind, we would get a call. And I'm not really sure what they were. Some of them were for sound, which was never above the DP levels that, you know, the city ordinances had required. Some of them were for parking, because people would park in the neighborhoods and walk here. And some of them were minor concerns that we had, you know, we've already like alleviated things like having the property accessible to wheelchair people. So we had to cut new paths and stuff so wheelchair people could get in, having an area where a fire truck or EMS vehicle would be able to pull in. We had different issues like that we have, you know, worked with the city to resolve almost all of them, except for, of course, the parking. And that is what now they're essentially holding over my head, as far as not being able to have the available parking places for the number of people who may attend. We're working on trying to get an actual commercial building built, and once we have that, then we will have our own adequate parking, because we'll have parking for the actual building and the venue at that time. So when we get that far along the way, I will be opening up for public events again. I'm just trying to create a venue, like I said, that is not available in Austin for artists, and the reason it's been so popular is because there isn't a space like this available for artists. And so when it's open, you know, it's really nice. Frankly, you know, it's a lot safer than anything going on downtown. People come here, they bring their families here and their kids, they stay all evening. And, you know, it's a confined space inside the city that, you know, you don't have a bunch of crazy yahoos, and, you know, we don't serve alcohol, so there's not, you know, just endless supply of booze being thrown out there in the world by any means. So, you know, it's like a really fun time, and yeah, I'm hoping that we can do it again.